Chrissie Swan Show.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
You know, I've been meaning to, we've been talking, obviously, ever since we got off air yesterday.
Yes.
But I meant to say to you, what I love about being a human being that loves other human beings is that you think you know everything about somebody.
Yeah.
And then they surprise you. And you and I have known each other. I lose track. It's a long time, 10 years.
Yeah, coming up on a decade.
And yesterday I learnt about you that you know about directions, north, south, east, west.
Mad for it and can't comprehend that other people don't. Like right now, if I said to you face in a southerly, like face south.
Absolutely no idea.
Like I just have to know.
Because I was talking, do you remember you mentioning it? Because
No.
I was, yeah. And I've been in my mind going, I've got to give kudos to Jack for that. Of course, what you said meant nothing to me. Because I was like, where am I going to vote early? I don't want to queue up. And you said, I've got this spot for you. My friend Christina voted there. It's just on that street near you, but a bit south.
Yeah, a bit further south from where you live.
What way is that? I have
you
absolutely no
serious?
idea. Yeah, and I just have not stopped thinking about it ever
love
since
that.
you've said it.
Maybe we can teach you. I like being a real life compass. Like I like to know where
I'm so impressed.
Do you know why? Because if you're ever stranded somewhere,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, in which direction do I run? Like I'll always know at least where I am.
But I've got a phone with Google Maps on it.
No, but not if you're like stranded on a deserted island.
What are you ever going to be stranded on a deserted island? Also, you're talking to the woman that's still, I drive here every single day. I still put it into my GPS.
That is insanity.
Yeah, I do.
You can't be doing that.
Well, I never said I was sane.
Yeah, true. Hey, speaking of sane, Mystic Chrissie, she is in next.
Yes.
13-24-10. If you would like your mind read for a VIP Specsavers voucher and $250 cash, there is also so much to discuss today. Beyonce kicked off her tour last night. RecipeTin Eats is beefing with someone.
The scandal. I've been cooking that slice. We're going to check it out.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's do this.
Specsavers is helping Chrissie with her mystical visions. Should have gone to Specsavers.
Mystic Chrissie. It's quite stunning.
Thank you. Kira.
Hello.
Were you named after the lead gelfling from The Dark Crystal?
I think my mum has made reference to that, and I also had a best friend named Jen in high school, and I'm pretty sure it was Crystal and Jen in the movie.
It was Kira and Jen.
Oh, Kira and Jen, yes.
And Falcor, the Luck Dragon.
I've never watched it.
Have you not seen that?
I've never watched it, no.
Well, you're insane.
What are we talking about? What is
The
it?
Dark Crystal, the best film of all time.
What year, kind of? What era?
80s.
Right.
When were you born, Kira?
93.
Is your birthstone an opal, or is there an opal somewhere?
Is that the birthstone for October?
That's a good question. I'm going to ask. I'm going
not
to
too
ask
sure.
Google. Hang on one second.
Tom, can you do a quick search?
October birthstone. It's an opal.
Stop! Mystic Chrissie! Wow.
Let's hang up now.
Let's not.
Game over.
You are a Harry Potter fan.
I love Harry Potter.
And the reason I know that is because I can see the word moaning. And isn't there a...
Yeah.
Moaning Myrtle?
Moaning Myrtle.
Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah.
She's freaky.
She's
You're-
a vibe, though.
You're a bit freaky too, aren't you, Kira? A bit freaky in the sheets.
Oh, goodness.
By that response, she's absolutely not.
What a great
I
response.
don't think we're meant to answer that one on radio.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness. What house do you think Kira would be if she was in Harry Potter?
Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Or I relate more with Slytherin.
No, but you
Really?
don't go off in the sack, so I like that.
There's a supreme pizza lover around you, like a McCain oven supreme pizza.
Oh.
And I feel like it's your dad.
Well, I don't speak to my dad, so I wouldn't know.
Well, there you go. That's why you don't speak to him
That's
anymore.
why, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got that one right.
Because you're a Hawaiian girl. You're a ham
I
and
am.
pineapple girl. And he's a supreme guy, and never the twain shall meet.
Ever.
Who around you has the fake sweeteners in their tea and coffee? Like Equal or used to. Maybe your grandmother.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
Don't forget to take your vitamins, Kira.
Yeah.
Kira, you have won a VIP Specsavers voucher and $250 cash.
I mean it, vitamins.
Amazing.
Don't forget.
Vitamins, okay.
Magnesium. Don't forget it.
All right.
You need it, Kira.
Hey, we're going to be playing Swan Sparkle song before 3. Make sure you've registered via the Nova
Magnesium makes
Player.
you freaky in the sheets.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
My God, trouble is brewing. Everyone's favourite home cook, Nagi from RecipeTin Eats, drew my attention to a little spot of copycatting last night. Yeah. So she posted first, obviously, a very wordy and newsy post.
It was a long statement to read, wasn't it?
It was a very long, and I read every single word. I thought, this is juicy.
Yeah, same.
And also accompanied by a photograph of her, like in black and white, with a sad face on. I wonder this is how I think. I saw her expression was down, and or downcast, as the Daily Mail was like. And I thought, I wonder where she found that, or I wonder did she have a proper a full photo shoot just to get the sad face?
Can we pretend that she did? Because I would love that.
It's so funny. Anyway, if you're living under a rock, Nagi is accusing Brooke Bellamy, that Cooking with Brookie, whatever it is.
Yes.
It's not Cooking with Brookie.
Brookie Bakehouse.
Brookie Bake, yeah. She said, listen, I've got your book. It's worth $4 million. It's a lot. You're going to make a lot of money out of it. I've got a bit of an issue with a few recipes in it, namely the caramel slice, because it looks an awful lot like mine. And then she went on to show that it is exactly the same recipe.
Yes.
And I don't mind about it being the same ingredients because, it is what it is. But the wording of the recipe is the same. The method, they use the same adjectives.
Yeah.
It's odd. It is odd.
It's odd. And Nagi came with receipts, as you said, and posted the recipes side by side.
Yeah.
My first thing is, if you're going to knock off a recipe, don't you just change one of the measurements a little bit? Like just to tick the box of making it different.
Well, you would think so, yes. And apparently it's only 10% needs to be changed for it to be completely unique.
That would be so easy.
I'm trying to think, say, okay, so there's 125 grams of butter in each of the recipes. If if Brookie or whoever her name is had made it 135, 140, it wouldn't have made any difference to the recipe and it would have been fine.
Yeah,
But,
there you go.
That's one thing.
Don't you think this would have just been happening? This has been happening since the beginning of time with cooks and chefs and cookbooks?
Absolutely. And that's why it's become illegal.
Right.
It's always happened. And then one person years ago said, hey, come on, I made up this recipe. And so now it's become intellectual property like a book, like a song.
Okay.
And look, to be honest, I don't agree with that.
With what?
I don't agree with recipes being the property of someone else.
You think you should be able to just publish another person's recipe in your book? I kind of get where you're coming from because at the end of the day, how many variations can you make to a caramel slice or baklava, which is the other thing?
I mean, clearly that is exactly the same recipe.
Yeah.
There's no difference, but I don't know. It's a tricky one, particularly with stuff like a vanilla cake or a caramel slice, an Anzac biscuit. These are things, a scone. These are things that everybody makes.
They're classics. And I would argue when you're buying a person's cookbook, yes, you're buying it for the recipes, but you're almost buying it for the person's brand. Like,
course
for example,
you are.
my mum loved Jamie Oliver, so she's always going to get the Jamie Oliver books.
Yeah, well, you know that the research shows that 95% of cookbooks are never opened.
Oh, I can.
Never cooked from.
I'm one of those people.
I know you are.
They're great coffee table books.
So the next step here is that Nagi also, I'm guessing, emailed Sally McKenney, who is a famous US baker. She blogs under Sally's Bake Blog. And she said, Sal, something you got to see in this new book. And Sal's like, oh, my God, yes, that is my recipe. So there's a few in there.
We're going to hear about this for weeks. I feel like people are going to start coming out of the woodwork.
I reckon. And I thought, what better way to celebrate these? Oh, by the way, Brookie Bakehouse founder has come out and said, I absolutely did not plagiarise a single thing. And is that just a technicality? Is she saying I didn't plagiarise anything, but maybe the publishing house did? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, of course it's plagiarised. It's word for word.
But you know how Nagi had receipts by showing the two
Yeah.
recipes? Brookie came with receipts, right? Her receipt, though,
What was it? I haven't seen that bit.
her receipt was a photo of the caramel slice in like a bakery in 2016. She's like, see, here, I've been making this since 2016. It's like, yeah, but we don't know what the recipe was you made that
Yeah,
slice with. Like, it's so
soz.
wishy-washy.
Yeah. I don't believe that.
No.
It's the adjectives that do it for me. So this morning I thought, what can I do to settle this? What can I do? So I made Brookie Bakehouse's caramel slice, and I made the great Nagi from RecipeTin Eats caramel slice.
But they're the same slice.
They are exactly the same slice.
So you made it twice.
I made the same thing twice.
That is peak chaotic Chrissy.
I was even hoping that maybe Brookie used salted butter and Nagi uses unsalted. No. So here you go.
Oh my God,
I've divided them up.
Next level insane. So I'm going to be trying 2 slices baked from the same recipe.
Well, it's not the same recipe. One of them says Brookie Bakehouse at the top, and the other one says RecipeTin Eats.
Okay, so which one do you think did you make from Nagi?
This one is Nagi's.
RecipeTin Eats. Okay.
Have a bite of that.
You know how much I hate eating on air, but I'm going to do it.
I know. And you also don't have a sweet tooth. Okay, so thoughts?
Very caramelly, but I do enjoy it.
Okay, all right. And with this one, this is going to blow your socks off. This is Brookie's.
Brookie.
Yeah.
I mean, what an insufferable name.
Is
Brookie.
it a cross between a brownie and a
Call yourself Brooke, babe.
Is it a brownie and a cookie?
Oh, hands down, Nagi. Hands down. Case closed.
They're exactly the same recipe.
Nagi wins, though. Nagi wins. Can you help me talk into the song while I swallow?
Here's another funny. Another name for caramel slice is Millionaire's Shortbread, and someone's going to make a mozza out of this, let me tell you.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
We've got some diamonds to give away.
This Mother's Day, skip the sweets and get something that sparkles. Now that's a gift to remember. Head to bevels.com.au and bring in the bling. Swan Sparkle Song.
Stephanie, greetings.
Hello. Hi, Chrissy.
Are you enjoying the lead up to Mother's Day, and what are you planning?
Well, I've already dropped a number of hints, including circling some catalogue items. So that's Mother's Day, but nothing's planned.
We are going to sort you out good and proper. You know, my middle son last night said to me, what do you want to do for Mother's Day? What do you want? He said, do you want some jewellery? He's so romantic.
Yes.
He's always so romantic. We're going to try and get you some jewellery, Stephanie, in the form of a $6,000 diamond tennis bracelet. How fancy would that be?
Amazing.
All right, you've got your listening ears on. This is how it's going to happen. We're going to play you a song, and you're going to have to work out what it is, all right? You're going to bring back its sparkle. Mm-hmm. The minute you know what it is, you've got to yell at the top of your lungs because this is a timing game.
Yeah, we need
Steph.
the title and artist, Steph. So if you get this correct today, you will win a pair of diamond stud earrings from Bevel's, valued at $100. And you'll also go in the running for this unbelievable diamond tennis bracelet this Friday. You've got a 1 in 4 chance at winning.
It couldn't be better.
Yeah, awesome. Okay.
All right,
Let's do it.
Stephanie, let's go.
Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk.
Yes,
Yes!
it is, Stephanie! Yes,
Woo!
my love, you have got the magical sparkly diamond earrings from Bevel's, and do not turn that phone off because we could be calling you back on Friday with the good news that you have got a $6,000 tennis bracelet, 7 carats of
Woohoo,
gold.
yes.
I mean, of diamonds. Unbelievable.
That would be so cool.
It would
Good
be
luck.
sick. Good luck. And hey, tomorrow is the last time we play this game, Swanee. So register via the Nova Player app if you'd like a crack.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissie's clickbait.
Let's talk Beyonce. She's all over our feeds.
Yeah.
Extraordinary. The Cowboy Carter tour has kicked off. It looks unbelievable, as is what we would expect from
Yeah.
Queen Bee. The real star of the show, though, and the person getting even more attention than Beyonce, is her daughter, Blue Ivy.
You
She's
and I
dancing.
just sat through those 2 songs watching footage of Blue Ivy, and she first started bringing Blue Ivy on stage in the Renaissance tour in 2023.
She was a little kid then.
Yeah. And
Even
now,
though that was 2 years ago, I could not believe. I'm watching this child and I'm like, well, this woman on this tour, and I'm like, it's like Beyonce, but 20 years ago. This girl is 13 years old. She looks like a grown woman, a magnificent grown woman.
I thought she was 17.
She's just turned 13
Wow.
and got the moves. My God, I mean, she's a purebred.
She's
knows-
improved a lot too, which is like really cool to see.
Knows her way around the stage. Yeah, the May, I'm looking at some May 2023 footage. It just looks like she's going through the motions.
She's marking, as we would say.
Marking. She's really given it. And she wasn't the only child that hit the stage with her famous mom, little Rumi. We got to see Rumi as well. But where was the other boy, the boy child?
Sir. I don't know. Maybe she was singing because she sung this song with them on stage, Protector, which is off the new album. Maybe she's only protecting the gals.
I want to see him.
Yeah.
I love his name, Sir. Yes, sir. Sir's a great name.
Yeah, Rumi's not, but Sir's cool.
No, Rumi reminds me of like an old Queensland bus driver with cloudy eyes. He's a bit roomy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to really enjoy these tour snippets.
It's quite interesting seeing, like, on TikTok, the 2 tours that have spotlights on them is the Katy Perry Lifetimes tour and now the Cowboy Carter tour.
What are we going to do about Katy Perry?
I know. We're gonna talk about her before 4 because she's released a statement.
Why?
I know. Let's save that.
Stop. All right, let's move on to this cheeky, silly student. Imagine this. You're climbing up Mount Fuji and you get altitude sickness, which is really bad, by the way. Have you heard about altitude sickness? You get really sick.
Yes.
Really, really sick. Anyway, I was rescued, taken down to the bottom of the mountain. The Japanese rescuers are like, don't do that again.
Oh, so he went up there when he shouldn't have.
He went up there, and well, you're allowed to climb it, but if you get sick, that's it, right?
Don't do it again.
4 days later, he's realised, oh my God, I've left my phone up there. And he's gone up to get it. And guess who he had to call again?
The cops.
The rescuers. He's been rescued twice, airlifted. Can you imagine
Well,
what that costs?
If I left my phone at the top of a mountain, I've got iCloud, so everything's backed up. I would see that as an excuse to go and get a fresh new phone.
Actually, yes. I might just throw mine out the
Yeah.
window now.
This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
We're into the second hour of the show, and gosh, we packed a lot into that first hour.
There is so much happening, Swanee.
Absolutely. Hit us up for our podcast if you want to find out whose caramel slice is better, Nagi's or Brookie's.
My vote went to Nagi.
Yeah, well, they're exactly the same. So,
I saw a Batuta Advocate headline on Instagram before
Yeah.
that I thought we'd enjoy. It says, the federal election struggles to get airtime in between cookbook scandal and mushroom killer trial.
oh my God, amen. Amen. I've got to remember to vote because I'm spending all my time Googling Erin whatever her name is. Patterson.
I mean, she can't remember where she bought the mushrooms,
Why?
is the most recent update.
That is ridiculous. She lives in a country town.
Surely
you know where
you
you're going to
bought them.
get the mushrooms.
Coming up before 4 o'clock, we're going to
Oh, no,
talk
the reason
about...
she doesn't know where she bought the mushrooms is because she didn't. She foraged them.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Before 4 o'clock, we're going to talk about that Katy Perry statement that she's made on her Instagram.
Look, I'm really worried about K-Pairs.
KP?
Yep.
You've also been caught stalking someone.
Oh, God. Please. If you've got a story that begins like this, I was stalking someone. Well, I wasn't stalking. I was checking someone out on social media that I do not know, and I got caught. and now I need to die, please give us a call, 13 24 10.
Next, though, Chrissy's Quizzy, 13 24 10, if you would like a limited edition bum bag.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's give away bum bag.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
I mean, I could play a game now called What's in the Bum Bag, and you would never guess. It'd be like Rumpelstiltskin Meg. Do you want to?
Hello, guys.
Do you want to have a go? Do you want to have one go at What's in the Bum Bag, Rumpelstiltskin style?
Oh, no idea.
Oh,
No?
take a stab in the dark, Meg. I'll give you an extra prize. Say something random.
I don't know. I can't even think. A NutriBullet.
She's got stage fright. Let's go to Jim.
She does.
Hey, Jimmy.
How we going, guys?
Good, mate.
Good.
What's in my bum bag?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm going to go Redskins.
I love Redskins.
How good are they?
They are so good. No. Should I reveal what's in it?
Yeah, and Jim, Baker's Delight voucher for the crack.
It's my international driving licence.
Oh, do you have one of them?
Just organised it. I'm going to ride a scooter next time I'm in Bali. Yeah,
Wait.
you heard.
Do you need a license to do that?
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do.
But every bogan and their dog...
Can't you pay off police there if you get caught anyway?
Yeah, exactly.
You can, but who would be bothered? I got my international driving permit.
You are so funny that you put time into that. Can you not drive? I'm a real, wuss when it comes to that. I don't like being on scooters in
No,
Bali.
I'm tough.
Well,
All right, let's give away a bum bag, and maybe, just maybe, I'll put your own international driving licence in it. Your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, being the first person to get 3 ounces correct wins again, and we'll walk away with a money can't buy Chrissie Swan Show bum bag. I'm going to hand this over to you, Jack, so that you can enjoy it in the songs.
it's quite a pretty license.
Thank you so much. And
Okay.
I think I just dropped it on.
You did. You've given me the permit, terms and conditions, but not the actual license.
Question number 1. Who joined Beyonce on stage the first time last night?
Oh, Meg.
Yes, Maggie?
It was her daughter, Rumi.
It is! She looks like her dad. I'm good at matching parents to kids. She's more like her dad. Question number 2. With the election fast approaching... Oh, I wonder if that means that Sir is like his mum. Beautiful.
Because Blue Ivy's like Beyonce.
Correct.
Yeah.
But wasn't actually. Started life more like her dad. Question number 2. With the election fast approaching, what does AEC stand for?
Meg.
Jim.
Meg
Ooh,
just got in.
Oh, the Australian Electoral Committee.
Close but no
Jim?
cigar. And also you
The-
started to say erection then. You nearly said that.
Jim?
The Australian Electoral Commission.
Correct.
He's on the board.
One apiece. Question number 3. 10 years ago today, Alessia Cara released this song. What's it called?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah.
Oh, hang on.
She's,
That's got a sample of one of my favourite songs in it.
does it?
Yes, I think it's by Tricky.
Oh. What's the name of the song,
What's the
guys?
name of the
She says
song?
it a lot in that clip.
Oh. Oh, my God, it's here.
Oh, yep.
Question number 4. Aussie celebrity Aussie celebrity cook Brooke Bellamy has been hit with plagiarism claims from whom?
Oh, Jim.
Yes, Jimmy.
RecipeTin Eats.
Correct. The great Nagi. Question number 5.
2 points to
Score check.
Jim, 1 to Meg. Jim, question number 5's for the win.
On a Mars bar logo, what colour is the Mars
Jim.
word?
Meg.
Yes. Jim?
Red.
It is red.
Oh, that's so nice.
Well done. Maybe I'll put a little Mars bar in your bum bag,
Yes.
Jimmy.
Jim.
It's going straight to Mum for Mother's Day.
Aww.
Well done. Great job.
You
Oh,
have
Meg.
won that limited edition bum bag and a Baker's Delight voucher. But Meg, I'm going to send you a double pass to The Accountant 2, which is in cinemas now. Take yourself to the film.
Yes.
Oh, amazing. Thank you, guys.
Get the popcorn. Get
Yummy.
mortgage for it too.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
Have you ever sort of accidentally looked into somebody's profile on one of the platforms and then they've contacted you and then you have to move to outer space and never be seen again because that's what happened?
It's a tricky thing to do, I do have to say, Swan, because the only way that can happen on Instagram is if you accidentally like an old photo or hit follow.
Yeah.
And I don't use Facebook, but it's if you would add them as a friend.
Yeah. LinkedIn.
Oh.
I don't understand it. I would never, ever get caught like this on Instagram or Facebook.
This is karma because you did a sweeping statement like 6 weeks ago
I know.
about how you hate LinkedIn.
I didn't say I hate it. I said I don't understand
You don't
it.
understand it. You don't see the point
I
of
didn't.
it.
I didn't even think I had a profile. I do. Well, I found out the hard way.
Oh, no, because...
Oh, my God. So let me tell you the story. You are just going to
I feel sweaty.
I'm going to have to stand up because I'm sweating too. I feel like I've just had a luxer. Okay, so picture this. Me in Bali with 2 friends that I've known since grade 5.
Yes.
Of course, if you've got an old friend like that, you talk about people you used to go to school with.
Yeah.
People you used to catch the tram with, hot guys you had crushes on and 10 all of that. Like, remember that
happened
guy?
to-
What are they? Yeah. So there was a lot of that going on. And I asked my friend Joe about this one guy. There were 2 guys that I thought were really, really interesting. Have you ever heard from this guy again? She goes, yeah, he's interesting. And then I said, and one of our teachers had a really interesting son. She goes, yes. What was his name? And I said, oh, I don't know his name. I went on to LinkedIn. No, she Googled him first.
The
And
son
then-
or the...
The son.
Yeah, okay.
And she goes, yeah, look, he did end up being an interesting guy. I said what job it is. And she goes, oh, he's on LinkedIn. So I was like, oh, I'll have a little look. So I go into the app. I look at his profile, see what he's doing. He's doing really interesting stuff. He was a really interesting teenager.
Okay, so you're now scrolling through this dude's LinkedIn as if it's like a Facebook wall.
Yes, but
Oh, no.
I
Oh, my
don't.
God.
I'm not like friends with him. I don't know what you call them on LinkedIn, whatever.
No, but I think... Yeah.
Anyway, I looked and I said, yes, gosh, so interesting. That was that. And then I closed it down and, got another Coke Zizz in the fridge. I mean, no fridge has worked harder than that one.
Right.
The next day, I have a message from this person. And I'm like, how did he even know?
And this is not even your friend. This is your friend's son.
It's my grade 5 teacher's son. Like, he wouldn't know me from a bar of soap. And then he goes, I think I must have, to see what he was doing, I had to click something. That's the only way that I can.
Or if your LinkedIn is logged in, I believe...
It is logged in.
Okay, so they get a notification.
What, that I've looked at?
Yes.
I'm deleting
See,
that.
you were right. This is why I don't have it.
Anyway, he was so nice, of course, and he said we don't know each other, which is absolutely correct. But he said, I believe that you were at school when my mum was teaching, and I honestly... And then, because I'm so hopeless, I told him the story that,
Yeah.
I'm here with some old school friends and his name came up.
You would have overcompensated.
That's it then. That's it. I can't be trusted.
You should have stayed in Bali, if I'm honest.
13, 24, 10. Have you ever been looking at someone's profile and they knew about it? Now you can't go on.
Just for sharing your embarrassing story with us, we're going to give you a $200 prize pack from White Glow Teeth Whitening. So next time you're stalking, your teeth can be white.
How did he know? How?
Because that's how LinkedIn works, mate.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
You are listening to the Chrissie Swan Show. And it's going to be the last time I say that because I'm going to have to change my name and move to a caravan to San Remo because I have embarrassed myself. We were talking on holidays, me and 2 old school friends. And I was like, whatever happened to that guy? It's such an innocent sentence and everyone says it. Whatever happened to that guy? I haven't seen him since 1990.
And because it's 2025, the first thing you do is open Safari and start your investigative
Correct.
work.
And my friend did that and said, yeah, he's really interesting. Check him out. I think he's on LinkedIn. And I went, oh, I've got that. And I looked and he knew that I'd looked. Wow. And then he sent me, he knew that I had looked. I think it was like, I'm a connection now. I've got one connection.
Yes.
It's him.
Yes, that's what happens when you visit their profile.
Okay, I'm going to have to delete it. 13,
Yeah.
24, 10. Have you ever been caught where you shouldn't have been? Foxing around in someone else's business and now you've just got to move to Poland and change your name. Hello, Nicole.
Hello, Chrissy. How are you, darling?
I mean, I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed.
That's okay. You know you can actually turn that feature off in LinkedIn, don't you?
I don't. Tom, can you please get Nicole's number? I want a step-by-step account. I'm going to speak to her after this break. I want to do it immediately.
Nicole, for that piece of advice, we're going to send you a $200 prize pack from White Glow Teeth Whitening.
Hello, Amy.
Hi, guys. I actually stalked one of my exes and added him as a friend. I've never been so fast to deactivate Facebook in my whole life.
Okay, all right. There's a few questions here. One is, how long ago was he your ex?
Oh, maybe like a year or two.
Okay, and what were you hoping to find
Yeah.
when you were stalking him?
I honestly don't even know. I just got curious and I'm like, oh, like, what's your life like now? And started stalking and, yeah, was mortified with my actions.
And did he reach out to you, Amy? Like, had he made contact after seeing you try to add him, or no? You don't know.
No, thank God. I don't know if deactivating Facebook helped it, but it made me feel better, that's for sure.
Oh, wow.
What, you deactivated Facebook over this?
The minute I notice, I'm like, nah, bye, we're gone.
Do you know what I would love? I would love a montage of people's faces and the sounds that come out of those faces the minute they realise they've done it.
Yes, yeah.
It's like, a gasp, and you do not have a millisecond to wait before you undo what you've just done.
And you feel yourself go immediately red.
Oh, my
It's
God.
awful. Amy, a $200 prize pack from White Glow for you. Let's go to Jenna.
Jenna, fill us in. What's going on?
Hello, how are you?
Oh, mortified. You?
Mortified, yeah. A similar boat, Chrissy.
Who are you looking up that you shouldn't have been?
Well, look, my partner has a new female director at work, and I'm just curious. I'm like, who is this person you're going to be working so closely with? So on his account, he tried to show me a little sort of thumbnail, I suppose, without going into her account. And I was like, well, that's not enough. And then when he passed me the phone,
That's clearly not
straight
enough.
in there, zooming in on that photo, scrolling through, having a look to myself. So really, I did the damage because now I've put him on her radar.
And that is on LinkedIn, Jenna.
That's on LinkedIn.
So she got that notification straight away.
She did. Yep, Joyce.
LinkedIn is awful for normal people.
Did she
It's
bring
a
it
real
up to
crap.
him at work?
Look, it's still very early days, so we'll see if anything becomes of that.
What? So could I see people that have looked at my profile?
Yeah, you should be able to. People are looking at your wiki, though. They don't need to go to LinkedIn. You're safe.
No, that's right. Where it says quite accurately, Chrissy recently had her third child and ate it whole.
Jenna, $200 prize pack from White Glow Teeth Whitening.
Tom's only just heard that.
Oh, have you not heard about that, Tom?
Yeah. I wonder if it's still there. Hello, Alana.
It's Alana. Hi,
Oh,
how
hi,
are you?
Alana. How are you going?
I'm good, guys.
Okay, talk to us about your Facebook moment.
Yeah, so it was a while ago when I first started a new job and I met a girl I worked with. I thought I'd have a little bit of a stalk of the social media. I went on a deep dive, went all the way back to like 2005, and I laughed emoji at a photo of her that looked awful. And she's already, they've seen it. Even if you undo it, it doesn't matter. They see it.
Yeah, the notification pops up.
So what do you do? What did you say?
I just kind of, I did nothing, just nothing. I've worked with her now for 5 years and pretended nothing has ever happened.
What, you've seen her every workday for 5 years and you've never gone, hey, this is a really...
No.
Oh, my God.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's talk Katy Perry.
Chrissy's clickbait.
You know what the problem is? Katy Perry, she can't get a break. And I reckon it started with that swish, swish thing years ago. And I saw a side of her then that I went, oh.
Yeah, she changed there.
You're a dag. And then now she cannot shake it off. Even when she does fantastic performances like she did at the AFL Grand Final, all of that stuff.
She can't shake the goof.
She can't shake the bad press. She went to the space. She went into space. We haven't even talked about that. How embarrassing. She just looked just like a goof off. Embarrassing.
Just goofy, and it doesn't land.
And she's not selling out any tours in America, and then she's paid homage to her 11-minute space trip within the show with all goofy costumes. And anyway, the latest is...
I want to like Katie. I just want to put it out there.
too.
Because I love her back catalogue.
So do I.
But just stop doing lame...
Like, don't. Stop it.
Stop it, Catherine.
Stop it all.
Okay, but she's posted a lengthy statement to Instagram.
She has, and I'm not going to read it to you because you will just lose your mind.
Give me a little bit, like your favourite part.
Okay, but here is my favourite part. There is actually something good that she said in there.
Okay.
She says that her therapist once said something to her years ago, and if you know what trying to get therapy in this country is like, don't bother. 10 sessions, all this stuff, you've got to go through hoops. But here, she's giving you what she got from it for free. No one can make you believe something about yourself that you don't already believe about yourself. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good stuff there. And then she says some other things about I'm on a human journey playing the game of life with an audience of many. And sometimes I fall, but no one cares.
No. Do you know
cares.
what I want to say to these artists as well?
What?
It's not that deep. Not everything has to be so profound and so... I think that's where we see the sort of inauthenticity.
I agree with you, I think.
Do you know who's great, like, at just enjoying life? Dua Lipa, Charlie XCX, all these people that we're loving. Even Taylor, to an extent, doesn't go as deep and wacko as Catherine Perry.
I agree.
Although
Although she does say, I find people to lock eyes with in the audience and I sing with and I know that we are healing each other. I try and do that with my kids in the kitchen with the Doobie Brothers. They're not that interested.
I like doing it on the street with strangers.
Yeah, I know you do.
Alrighty, my girl Nicole Kidman.
Okay, Nicole Kidman is... Look, I want to start a new conspiracy theory here in that there is actually 3 of her. I was going to say 2, but there's actually 3 Nicole Kidmans. This woman is releasing yet another series.
Wow.
She's back in that 9 Perfect Strangers as the creepy Russian wellness guru, Masha.
I really enjoyed that first season that was shot in Byron Bay.
Jack, I don't know why I can't watch her.
I wonder what it is.
I mean, Lord knows that there is a great smorgasbord of options for me to choose. She's in something new every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I try them all.
And I would think you'd like her because the gays love you and we also love Nicole Kidman. Like, there's a Venn diagram there where you guys should meet.
Maybe I'm just jealous.
Maybe. Should we listen to the trailer of 9 Perfect Strangers 2?
Maybe I'm jealous for how long she spends out of her house away from her kids.
Welcome, everyone. We can begin. I invited you all here because sometimes you shouldn't deal with pain gently.
Wait, this is not a spa?
She's gonna bleach our brains, darling.
Oh, God.
Are we actually supposed to drink this?
You came to me a broken woman. And you'll break everyone you try to heal.
Love it.
Oh, my God. That last bit of screaming was just me trying to turn the television off as soon as I hear that. What is that accent? A Russian woman via Penrith?
Her accent is like...
terrible.
A merry-go-round.
And there was someone, Christine, someone was in there. She goes, you're going to bleach our brains, darling.
Baranski,
she's fabulous.
And the Aussie dude who was in the first season of The White Lotus.
This is what happens. I sit down, I have my cup of tea. I love it. And then Nicole comes on and I go, I got to get out of here.
Well, for those of you like me who love it, it's on Prime Video May 22.
Well, do you know what I do love? You. And I'll be back here tomorrow to see you.
Same.
And tomorrow's the last day that we give someone a chance to win that $6,000 tennis bracelet. Get onto the Nova Player and register now. Goodbye.
Now check this out. The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.